Okay, for number 4, the whiteboard, it's not that bad actually. And certainly I'll read the instruction. I do recommend you read that. But I want to do number 4, but I will read the instruction to you after I write it down. So what do you get over here? Let's take a look. You get, this is number 4, and you're getting 8 cosine to the 4th power y dy. Now, what's the instruction? I evaluate the integral use a double angle formula to reduce the powers of the cosine. So what I want to do is it's in your interest to reduce the power of the cosine because it's the 4th power. So what I want to do is I want to do cosine of 2 theta. Just to remind you, this is something you learned in pre-calculus. So I can say it's 2 cosine squared theta minus 1 cosine 2 theta plus 1 over 2 would be cosine squared theta. So what I want to do, I want to write this down. This is going to be 8. Cosine to the 4th is actually cosine squared y times cosine squared y dy. All right? So what I want to do is I want to use, basically this identity over here to write that down. And what do you get? You get 8. Cosine squared is going to be cosine of 2y plus 1 over 2 times cosine of 2y plus 1 over 2 dy. I want to be especially careful here. I'm going to say 2 times 2 is 4, and that goes into this 2 times. All right, let me write this over here. So you get 2, and I got an additional problem, by the way. And so what's the additional problem? I got to simplify the integrand now. What do you get? Cosine squared 2y, and then you're going to get plus 2 cosine of 2y plus 1 dy. Right, I got that square problem again. And yeah, we just went through it. I mean, we got this over here. We're going to use that. We're going to get 2, put the 2 over here. That's going to be cosine, let's see, it's going to be, if you look at it, theta, this would be twice that. So you get 4y now. Plus 1, plus 2, cosine 2y plus 1 dy. All right? I'm going to distribute the 2 now. I'll tell you what you get. You get cosine 4y plus 1 plus 4 cosine 2y. We just did those 2 terms, and then plus 2 dy. What do you get over here? Well, I don't want to write it over again, but I notice that 1 plus 2 is just 3. I'm going to integrate it now. And what's that going to be? That's going to be sine of 4y over 4 plus sine of 2y over 2, but 2 goes into 4 2 times, plus 3y, plus some constant of integration. All right, again, you're probably sick and tired of hearing me say this, but you really should be looking at the answer key right now and hoping you're seeing this stuff. What do you mean by that? The sine of 4y over 4, plus 2 sine 2y, plus 3y plus c. I will say this, though. What happens a lot of times is people, they keep going. So, for example, I don't think you should do it on an exam, but you could write this as 2 times, the middle term, by the way, 2 sine y, cosine y. I mean, you could do that. I mean, you could rewrite these things over and over again as single angles if you want to. I don't think it's in your interest on exams, by the way. Just leave this. If it's a multiple choice exam, hopefully you're looking at that in the answer key. If not, you'd have to start looking around for some alteration of that to get that. Thank you.